The late advertising executive Shirley Polikoff once said, "Copy is a direct conversation with the consumer." Copy is the way that we communicate a brand or product. Communicate in an effective and compelling way, and your customers will be chomping at the bit to get a piece of the action. With great copy, you can boost sales, increase sign-ups, heighten your conversion rate, and control the way in which you are perceived through your writing and written content. Simply put, great copy enables you to control the way people react to your brand, your product, your business, and yourself. Compelling copy is invaluable. But it is not always obvious how a professional copywriter or copy editor, such as myself, can be of assistance to you in your business. Here are 10 ways a professional copy editor or copywriter can strengthen your business. Number 1, more effective advertising. Good copy equals good advertising. That's true whether you're working on a direct mail campaign or whether you're working on something like a display advertising using Google's AdSense. When you're spending money on advertising, it only makes sense to use a portion of that budget on a professional copywriter who can produce compelling copy that will get the results that you're looking for from your advertising. Number 2, communication that works. Whether you're sending a memo, a letter, or a newsletter, you need communication that works and that communicates you, your personality, your brand, product, and business in a professional, compelling, and appealing way. Oftentimes, you already know precisely what it is that you would like to communicate, but getting your thoughts into writing and in a compelling, effective way can be a challenge. That's where a professional copywriter or copy editor can help. By having your letters, your memos, and your other written materials professionally written or professionally edited, you can rest assured that you're communicating the right message in the right way. Number 3, gain big-time attention. Too often, it's not the best product that succeeds, but rather the one that generates the most attention. You can have the best product in the world, a product that will change consumers' lives, but it will matter for naught if you cannot get their attention in the first place. Compelling copy immediately gains the attention of your audience. Number 4, boost traffic to your blog. Professional writers know how to create online copy that earns traffic, in other words, visits to your blog or website. There are certain types of writing that are favored by the search engines such as Google. By writing in these ways, you generate more traffic to your business blog, and therefore you have more potential customers to sell to. I recently made one minor edit on thedailymeditation.com, which is a holistic lifestyle blog, and I increased traffic by 30% to that blog post, and all it took was one single edit. Sometimes it's just about communicating in the right way, especially when you're dealing with a search engine algorithm such as Google, which automatically favors content that is produced and presented in a specific way. Number 5, control your individual image and personality. There's a lot of communication that comes through in writing. It isn't just about the message, sometimes it's also about the personality. Let's say you're sending a letter to your boss. Of course, you want your boss to perceive you as a very professional person, but also somebody that your boss can get along with, somebody agreeable. Your writing can communicate that for you, but you've got to know how to create writing in such a way that it presents a personality that is both appealing, professional, and likable. That's where a copy editor or a proofreader can come in. By having a copy editor or a proofreader just look at the work that you've produced yourself, they can tell you ways in which you can improve it, and they can polish your grammar and other aspects of your technical writing so that you're confident that your writing is communicating the best of you. 6. Gain traction in the media. You know that media is a gateway to massive sales. By having magazines, big blogs, and other publications pay attention to you, your business, and your product, you can earn massive attention, and you can overnight significantly increase your sales, your signups, or whatever it is that you're looking to do. The fact of the matter, however, is that magazines, blogs, and other publications are always inundated with an entire slew of requests from businesses who are looking to gain attention. So how do you and your business stand out? How do you make sure that the journalists and the other people working at publishing houses pay attention to your product above all the competition? It's about knowing how to communicate in a way that the media responds to. Now, as somebody who has worked in media as a professional journalist for 10 years, I've learnt the language of communicating with editors and the likes in order to gain a favorable response. When you speak the language that the media types respond to, you can gain massive attention. And you can see your product, your brand mentioned in the magazines and the blogs that your consumers read. So you can directly access the people who are going to be interested in what you have to offer. 7. Tell the story of your company or brand. You know why your brand matters. You were there when it was just a little idea in your mind. You've seen your company or your brand or your product grow. You've lived the life of your business. So you know why your brand matters. But it's too bad that your customers don't, because your customers do not know the background story. They've not been there to see this evolution of your product and your brand. How do you compensate for that? Well, you compensate for that by expressing your story in a compelling way, in a limited number of words, in a short piece of writing. And that takes a lot of skill, and it takes a very talented copywriter to produce and to tell that story in a way that resonates with your audience in a short space. But the benefits of having a copywriter tell that story are humongous, because once your audience cares about your product, once they know that your make of jam or your t-shirt or your book or your fashion line or whatever it is, once they've seen the story, this evolution from an idea and a mere concept to all the hard work that's gone into it to what it is today, when your customers and your consumers can see that, then you're going to earn the hearts of the people who are interested in what you have to offer. And once you gain their hearts, you've formed a winning relationship. So by telling your story, a copywriter can give you access to your audience's hearts and minds. Number 8, polish your own writing and your own voice. Many creative types come to me and say, I don't want somebody to completely write everything for me. I'm very happy with much of my own writing. I would like it if somebody could just help me steer me in the right direction, or if they could polish the technical aspects of my writing, or just show me what it is that I can do to take what I've already got, what I've created, to take that and turn it into something that is of a professional standard, something that's ready for publication, something that you can put in front of your audience, your colleagues, your your consumers, your customers, and know that it's going to work. Now, a good copy editor or a good proofreader will work with you. They'll respect, appreciate, and value your own ideas and your own writing, and they'll respect your unique voice. And they'll work with you to communicate your voice, to communicate your ideas, and to polish your writing so that you, as an individual, as a personality, you are coming across. In other words, they won't take over the project. They'll just help to polish it off and to make sure that it's ready. Number 9, gain a fresh perspective. There are many times when I talk to people who know how to write, they know what they want to communicate, but somehow they can't quite seem to find the right way to express what they have to say. This is usually because they're too close to the project. If you've been involved with a brand, a product, or a company for an extended period of time, you come to see things in one light. You see it from one angle. It can be very difficult to step back and to perceive your brand or your product in a fresh light. Now, that's one thing that a copywriter or an editor or a proofreader can bring to your work. They are a fresh pair of eyes who will see what you've got. They'll see it in a new way, a fresh way, and they'll come up with new ideas. And sometimes they're that little zest, that little injection of enthusiasm and fresh ideas that can really help to get the ball rolling and to generate momentum when you've gotten perhaps just a little bit stale, or you're not sure how to continue to evolve your business or your product. So a copywriter can offer you a fresh way of looking at what you've got, and they can spark your own creative ideas. Number 10, a great copywriter speaks the languages that matter to you and your customers. The number one most important thing that a copywriter can do is communicate you, your brand, and your product in the language that your audience speaks. Now, when I say language, I'm not talking about English, Spanish, etc. I'm talking about CEOs who talk pure business. I'm talking about customers who talk benefits. I'm talking about Google, which talks SEO or search engine optimization. These are all little differences of language that an experienced copywriter knows how to switch between. A top quality copywriter will take what you've got and they'll say, this is how you communicate this to your intended audience. This is how you speak the language that they are going to understand and that's going to resonate with them. So a top copywriter will communicate in the language, the style that gets the results that you want from your intended audience. Those are 10 compelling benefits of copywriters and copy editors. I'm Paul Harrison from pmharrison.com. I'm a Hamilton-based copywriter and copy editor, and I would love to hear from you and to work with you on your products, your writing, and your business. Get in contact with me at pmharrison, that's HARRISON, pmharrison.com. Thank you for watching.